Hello everyone, I am Abhishek Kumar, Web Developer Intern at Spark Foundation. In this video, I am going to integrate Payment Gateway, and for this video, we use Paytm Payment Gateway. Now let's start. At first, search Paytm Payment Gateway on Google and click on link Business Payment Gateway and click on Sign Up. And click on sign in, fill the details, mobile number or email ID and password here. If you have not an account, create an account. It is a very easy step to create an account here, and after entering the password, click on sign in, and my account is signing, and my dashboard is loaded, and this is the Paytm dashboard, and here analytics, all the transaction is shown, and in the sidebar you see the developer setting. Click on developer setting, click on API key. These are the unique generated key for your particular account. This is testing API details, and all the details are here which we use, like ID key in save details. I have not, my account is activated protection, that's why I use test API details here. Click on testing documents for the wallet or card details. Here the card details are given which we use for the testing purposes, and save these details for future use. Wallet detail is also here given, the 7 times the 7. Net banking, UPI, you can use any method. Save the detail we use in the future. Okay, now download the code. Open my GitHub account, go to GitHub account, and link in the description. Click on repositories, click on payment gateway. After that, this is the code we need to integrate a Paytm payment gateway in our website. Click on code, download as zip. After the downloading the file, we have to extract it and import in required place in our code. Okay, that's our code is downloaded. Now we extract it, and now see the in backend coding part how we integrated this file. I'm open the important file like config.paytm. So first be taking here the Paytm environment, that is a test we use for the testing purposes, that we use test. If you use in production, you write prod here. Here the merchant key and ID and website, all the testing API details which you get earlier. Please paste your details here, and rest the things are left unchanged. Okay, and now we check the card page. This is a Paytm encoding PHP. In this, all the logic of Paytm of encryption and decryption of details are given. You have nothing to do with this file, and if you are interested in the encryption and decryption, then you go through that, but not make change. Now in card PHP, this is the page from which we pass the amount of product here. In actually I'm passing amount through the query string in transaction.test.php file to product for the further transaction in Paytm gateway. Okay, now we go to the transaction.test.php, and in this files at first we get that the amount value in amount variable. Okay, and after that there is also so many details. Merchant checkout page, basically this page also generate order ID, that is from random value of 20 digits basically, and customer ID details, industry ID type, basically we use retail industry ID type, and here for retail industry retail. Yeah, in when we come in channel, then in there is a value is a web for the website, and if you app, then use web app here. And in transaction amount, you put the amount here, and we add the in value section that amount we get from product. Okay, and that's it from here. And this page actually look like this. Actually Paytm give the response like this, merchant checkout page, and after that you have to click on checkout button. And when you click on checkout button, and after that on clicking, it redirect to the Paytm payment gateway. That's look like that page on that page. But in general life, you see that in day-to-day life, in no e-commerce website where you clicking on this type of page and go to the payment gateway. Basically in backend we redirect it to direct going here without clicking on this checkout button. We actually here we writing a script, a small script code. That's why here the script code is that we assign a some checkout button as a id submit button, and we pass this on window load. This button is automatically click as the window load, and we have not manually to user have to click this button. After that, this redirect to the we directly redirect to the this page without going to the that clicking on transaction button in between. Okay, now the redirection page, pg.redirect php. In this basically we create a checksum of from the all the details here given, and there is a callback url in which the all the details is um, getting back from the server. Basically we create a checksum here because of the if there is a not tempering of their data in between. If the checksum is changed, means that there is a data is tempered in between, or there is a middleman attack in between. And if the checksum is not, both the checksum server and client and Paytm side are the same, then means our transaction is successful. Now we go to the thanks PHP, and here we check that the first we get the checksum from the Paytm server, get Paytm gateway server that sent us, and also our and after that we validate it, verify whether the both the our side checksum and Paytm server side checksum is same or not. If same, then good, and if it is not same, means that there is something wrong in transaction, means there is something missing, there is something is tempering. And if if checksum change, if you temper the data, then the checksum is already changed, and the IMB print here, that is the process as there is something mismatch checksum, and because you change the something, try to temper. After the successful if the checksum is true, then we check that whether the status is success or failure. If it is not as a trans success, means that is a failure, and we print failure here. And after that if the successful, then we print all the data of the checksums in for each loop, but all the data are not necessary for the user purpose. That's why we print not all the data that is look like this type of the data. This all the data are coming from the checksum, and we printing through for each loop, but we the client does not need these details. That's why we print on our response page is only detail that is needed. That's why I create a table, and in which transaction status, transaction date, transaction ID, order ID, transaction expected delivery date, or transaction amount here. Only, not all the data. And in and also I write a thank you message for that, and also create a button for the shop more items. And here there is also option of a print a page. There is the input button we creating for printing the page here, and as we click on that button, they call window.print function, which print opens our print page, and where we can save our page for future uses, details for future uses. Okay, but on printing you see that there is also print buttons also on the page, but we don't mind. That's why we use media query for not printing the div or buttons we want, and add to the class no print to display none that class. And we added it to the button, print button, and other buttons also like shop move button with class no print. That's why not print in that and in invoice phase. Okay, and in bottom you see that there is also option for printing individual section. Just pass your ID and print also uncommented. Now we go for the live demo part. This is my website, and here this is a mobile selling website. Here all the products are listed. Here I choose a product and proceed all the live transaction here for only testing purposes. That's the click on products for choosing. I am choosing a product. Which one I'm choosing this Oppo phone, this Oppo E, and I'm adding it to the cart. My product is added in cart. This amount for the checkout. Click on checkout to send to here they directly redirect without clicking. We come on the payment gateway page, and here we have to add the detail. This is the details, test valid detail. Here we add to make payment here, and this is the OTP, and add the detail and click on proceed. And then now we have to add OTP. OTP is that 7, that is like 7, not 7, 489871. Click on verify to verify this OTP. Okay, my OTP is verified, and now see that my account there is a 21,847 rupees, and now click pay button to the pay with my wallet. Okay, and click on pay button to pay. You can also pay with cards also. My processing is done, and after the successful transaction done, that's response is coming here. That is transactions that is successful with all the important details like a status, print ID, and transaction amount. There is all the details, necessary details like. And here is a printing page and bottom thank you page, and here we click to print the invoice. This button clicking page, and this is a print page is coming, and if you click on save to saving for future use, I'm not going to save here. Click on cancel, and that's it. You're successfully added. Now this is about myself. I'm Abhishek Kumar, full stack developer. My email ID is here. You can also connect with me in LinkedIn. All the links are in description. Please type in comment, suggest if you have any suggestion. Please give me in comment box. Thank you for watching. Thanks.